All right, so this entire oil painting setup only takes up 4 to 5 feet of space. All the materials here I got for under 115 bucks, and there are no toxic fumes with any of these materials. All right, welcome to Paint Coach. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chris Fornatero, and I help thousands of students every single month get better at oil painting through my online courses and tutorials. And I wanted to make this video today to show you how easy and simple it can be to set up an oil paint. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to tell you how you can see a full tour of my studio and hear my best tips for setting up your studio space. Now I know what it's like to not have a lot of space to paint. When I first started this channel, my painting studio was on the balcony of an apartment. At a certain point in time, I was painting in my mom's lanai, but now I have a nice studio. It's the entire upstairs of my house, but I wanted to do this to show that you don't need a lot of space. You don't need to spend a lot of money to start oil painting and having some fun. So let's go over what I have here. I have this easel that I got for $25. This panel, which is just a Frederick's canvas panel. It was a pack of 3 for 10 bucks. And then I have a pad of palette paper, which has a whole lot of sheets. This was 7 bucks. My brushes, now normally I would use my brush set from Rosemary & Co., but to save even more money, I found this set on Amazon, and this brush set was $26, and I'm probably going to use like only 3 of these brushes. Paint, I am going to be using Winsor & Newton's Artisan water mixable oil paint. And I'm using this because you do not need paint thinner. This is just water. And for medium, I'm using the Gamblin solvent-free gel. So the paint, I just got this set here that has 6 colors. And this set was $38. And I have used water mixable oil paints a lot in the past. I will admit, when I first heard about them, I dismissed them. But then at a certain point in time, I was painting in a restaurant where they had live painting. And when you were done, you got to put your painting on the wall, and then people could buy them. I actually sold a good amount of work there. And they wouldn't allow me to use regular oil paints. So I used the water mixable oil paints, and I was very surprised at how much they were just like regular oil paints. And you can use the same mediums with them. Like I use Gamblin solvent-free gel with regular oil paints. So I think it's a great alternative to regular oils. For lighting, got free lighting, $0, just using the window behind me. And I think that's about it. You know, just got a table here, chair that I had. Now I'm going to actually do a painting. Right, so that was a super fun painting to do. And you see, like, I didn't need a ton of materials. I didn't need a bunch of like fancy paints. I didn't need a ton of colors. All I used was ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson, cadmium yellow, and titanium white. No paint thinner, no fumes, just water, Gamblin solvent-free gel, palette paper. And then what the best part about this is that when I'm all done, I can just take this, fold it up, and boom, already cleaned up. As far as my brushes go, it's water mixable oil paint, so I can just swirl them in here, and I can just go to a sink and just use some dishwashing soap and just clean my brushes. And the fact that I only used 3 brushes means I don't have that many brushes to clean, so that's great. And it can just sit here and dry. And now I did this painting in particular because it is a demo in my Foundations of Oil Painting course. It's actually a bonus demo. Now, if you don't know anything about my Foundations of Oil Painting course, it is pretty much the course that I wish I had when I first started oil painting. It's designed to get you start making impressive paintings without wasting hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars trying to figure it out like I did. And it does that by focusing on the fundamentals. See, when I first started to oil paint, I was taking tons of courses and tutorials, learning from this teacher and that teacher, this method, that method, these materials, those materials. And what I came to realize was no matter the method or the teacher or the materials, there was a common set of fundamentals. And so what I wanted to do was create a course that just cut through all the fluff and just focused on those fundamentals. Because I really believe focusing on those is what is going to get you to see improvement the fastest. Now the course has been out for a few years and over 3,000 students have gone through the course and I've gotten some great results. And now even more people can go through the course because if painting with regular oils was keeping you from oil painting, this is now an option. If not having enough space was keeping you from painting, this is now an option. And if you want to use water mixable oil paints in the course, you can. I've added a section where I demonstrate how I like to use water mixable paint. And now if you want more information on setting up your space, this is why I've included a studio tour of my studio here and also just like a lecture giving my best tips on setting up your own space, no matter how little space you have or low budget that you have. I want to help you do that. So I've included that in the course as well. Also, it doesn't matter what subject you paint. I always say in this course, I'm not trying to teach you to paint a certain thing. I'm just teaching you how to paint. So you'll go through a still life, a landscape, and a portrait. I've also included 3 extra demos, one more still life, one more landscape, one more portrait. I've also added a section on brushwork because I get asked that a lot, and I kind of break down brushwork and explain to you what you can do to add confidence and expression to your brushwork. Since I've added all these things, the price is going up to 147 bucks. But I wanted to make this video to let you know that you can actually still get it at its original price of 97 bucks, but that's only until September 29th. After that, the price is going up. So I wanted to make this video to let as many people know as possible so they can get in at that lower price. Oil paint has just enriched my life so much, and I'm always looking for ways to bring oil painting to as many people as possible. And the thought of the materials and the setup getting in the way of people starting just didn't sit well with me, and so I really wanted to try hard to come up with a solution to that problem and give them the tools necessary to start seeing improvement and honestly just start having fun. I can't express like how important having fun is, and you're not going to have fun unless you're progressing. And once you start progressing, that's going to make you have more fun. It's going to make you spend more time painting. The more time you paint, the better you're going to get, and the better you get, the more time you're going to want to paint. And so it's like this positive cycle. And if simplifying the materials and the setup is going to help get you into that cycle, then let's do it. If you want to check out the course before the price goes up, the link to do that is in the description of this video. I'm Chris Fornatero, here telling you to go get painting.